Now, many saints, no, I shouldn't say many, some saints have been attacked by the devil, but this is not a possession due to this fault of the saint, but it is a possession of some of the faculties of the saint by virtue of God's providence. For example, Saint Gemma Galgani, she would look at her food and see worms moving about. God allowed Satan to possess the faculty of her eye sometimes. Or Saint Padre Pio. There was no possession of any faculty of his body, but he would allow the devil to physically beat Padre Pio and torment him with visions, torment him in his dreams, and lie to him. Some parts of their faculties were inflicted by the devil, and God allowed this. And you say, why? Well, number one, for their purification, two, for their growth in virtue, and three, so that through their sufferings, which they freely offered up for God, willingly offered up for the love of God, saved souls from hell. So oftentimes when God allows a saint to be tormented in an unusual way, what comes to mind is also another mystic. She's not yet canonized, but I think she eventually will be, Josefa Menendez. God would allow Satan to drag her down to hell and stick her in a niche in hell where other souls would have gone had her sufferings not saved them from that niche in hell. So God would allow Satan to take out his anger upon the very instrument that snatched souls from hell. But God gave Josefa Menendez the knowledge of why this was happening. He didn't just leave her as a sport in the hands of the devil to do as he wished. He enlightened her first. He always does that. Now, some of you listening may say, this is insane. Why would God allow those most dear to him, his choicest souls, to be the butt or the sport of Satan's hatred? And the answer to that question is no less simple than it is mysterious. It's simple in this sense. The psalmist says, God chastises those whom he loves, right? And Peter in his letter says the same thing, quoting Psalms. And it's mysterious in the sense that God can bring a soul to such a state, such a height of holiness. Most of us may not be able to understand this, that the soul will understand these divine designs, that when God calls it to experience some of the interior sense of the damned in hell, that will bring them to experience the state of the loss of the damned, so that in taking upon themselves that sense of the damned, they help other souls avoid eternal damnation. They willingly embrace it.